everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's Elements Browns going up against Browns Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anderson to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent...
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
But now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Throwing after the interception. Anderson dumping it off for Johnson. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Anderson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down carry here for Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Anderson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now Anderson from the gun. He'll throw. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Anderson. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
McDonald, the man in motion. After the penalty, it's Bell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Roethlisberger will throw. A screen to Bell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On third down, Roethlisberger. Caught here by Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They go to Johnson again. Room here to run. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Throwing on 1st down. Anderson to the right side, and he's got Edelman. 10 more there and another 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Room past the 20. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. It's good to make it 17-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. Well, that's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Slot man moves right. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's Anderson looking to throw on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain at 21 yards. To throw is Anderson. Throwing on first down. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Anderson on first and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So second and 10 here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Anderson now back to the air on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be third down. Third down, Anderson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this. To throw on second down, Anderson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Pierre Garcon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Roethlisberger. And some room to roam now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he motions the wide receiver. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
And Big Ben breaks the tackle, gets outside, and makes another play, huh? We've seen this from him plenty of times. It's not the first 3 seconds of a play for him.
It's the next 3.
That's when the big plays occur.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now, before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Little motion now from the tight end. On third down, here's Bell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Anderson on first down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit near the 48-yard line. Second down, Johnson. And he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
Off play action. Anderson. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
second down following the incompletion. Here's Anderson throwing again. He gets this one to Garcon. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. Now Anderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And his kick is right through. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out come the Steelers. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, it's Bell. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. Oh, able to avoid him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. So they're going to go for 2. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And now running right through it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Space to maneuver at the 40. That's Njoku over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw is Anderson, operating from the gun. It's caught by Garcon. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Anderson from the gun, he'll throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go. Green, Leopard. Green, 39.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Anderson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Again, it's Bell. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A Steeler 1st down, Roethlisberger to Bryant.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll try the right side with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go. Boom! That's in that body.
Anderson now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again. Anderson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Anderson. And incomplete here on 3rd down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. McDonald, the man in motion. A give to Bell. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Gerald Hodges in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On 1st and 10, Anderson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Anderson on 3rd down. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Looking to throw. Anderson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Here's Anderson throwing on 3rd and long. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The give is to Bell. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it with Bell. Oh, it still won't go. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And that makes it a 9-point game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. To throw is Anderson, operating from the gun. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. Anderson, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Anderson throwing on first down. Completion left side to Miller. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down on the ground. This is Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Anderson now to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Looking to throw on second down. Anderson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And it was the Jaguars who were able to come away with a victory there. A win would be their first of the young season. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.